We got about 7 inches of snow, but it looks like it's pretty warm.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend, hopefully spending some time outside. And this is a really exciting feature that we're talking about today that hopefully will free up even more of your time. So very exciting stuff to chat about. First, I just want to introduce myself and Jeremy. My name is Brooke Aguano. I'm one of the account managers here at Intuit, focused primarily on the Eastern Ontario area. Jeremy, we're very lucky to have here today. He's one of those experts in marketing and cloud solutions, and he was actually the very first business development manager in Canada for Intuit. So it's just years and years of knowledge that he has to share with you guys today, and he really focuses on helping accountants and bookkeepers to scale your practices in the cloud. So we're excited to work with you all today and meet you and hopefully give you some tools to help you be super successful. So just a couple housekeeping items before we get started. We are going to have the audio muted for everyone on the webinar, but please feel free to participate and ask any questions through our chat feature just at the bottom of your console there. We will address questions at the end for those who want to stick around, so hopefully we can get some good discussions going. Jeremy showed his Twitter handle earlier, so Jeremy Burke _biz. Definitely make sure to follow him. And if you want to follow me, mine's just my first name and my last name. So at Brooke Aguano, we would love to keep in touch with you guys and help you as much as possible. All right, so let's take a look at our agenda for today. We're going to be talking about the table stakes for accountants and bookkeepers. So what is it really that we've been hearing, and what are we trying to solve for, and how are we going to have these brand new features benefit you with scaling your practice in the cloud? So we will be introducing a brand new practice management feature within your QuickBooks Online accountant version. So Jeremy's going to be demoing that for us today. And we'll just go over the key takeaways and make sure you have a good understanding of what's coming next. We really do get a lot of questions about this, so we wanted to definitely touch on it. So to go through some of the things that we've been hearing. Jeremy and myself, we talk to accounting professionals every day. This is what we're really passionate about. And one of the things we're hearing is that accountants and bookkeepers, they need a tool to manage their client work easily and efficiently. The question comes up all the time. You know, people are really looking for that one ecosystem these days. So it's so much more convenient to have everything within one platform at your fingertips, and with the ability to go mobile as well. So this feature that we're going to talk about is available on the mobile application. So these are just the different ideas that we wanted to incorporate into our brand new features to make them super effective for you. And of course, we know that cost is something that you value as well. So we'll talk about exactly what the cost is. And we really just want to highlight that the biggest ask from our clients today is the question about a practice management software. So, you know, accountants and bookkeepers who are well on their way to being successful on QBO, they still need that extra piece. And we think that we've solved that. So coming soon to QBOA, we have a brand new feature called Practice Management. So this is a sneak peek at what it is going to look like. It's going to be a tab over on the left-hand side underneath your practice. And not to worry, if you don't have a QuickBooks Online accountant version yet, Jeremy's going to walk through exactly how to get there, and we'll make sure you guys are all set up for success. We will also make sure that this webinar is recorded and sent to you as well. So hopefully this will be a great way to get started once this feature is rolled out. I won't go too in-depth on this slide here because Jeremy's going to jump into a demo, but this is super exciting. We're wrapping all the client management features into the ecosystem within your QBOA, so you don't have to go anywhere else when it comes to document management, requesting from your clients. All of these different things are really going to help you to organize your work in one place. And we want this to be really quick and easy for you too. So when it comes to creating a job or a task, that's going to be at your fingertips. Whether you want to do that on the mobile device or on the web, you can really do this on any device. So let's actually jump right in and take a look at how this works. I'm going to pass it over to Jeremy for a demo, and we can't wait to get your feedback on this.
Alrighty then. So I just want to confirm, Brooke, you can see my screen here?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, thanks everybody, and thanks for that great introduction, Brooke. My name is Jeremy Burke, and I am the Business Development Manager for the Edmonton region. And as Brooke said, I've been working for Intuit for quite a long time as a account manager, and this is one of those features that's coming along that I'm actually very excited to present to you guys. So thanks for taking the time on your Easter Monday to sign in and watch the review. Basically, what a practice management solution offers is the ability to organize your business. I see through the Facebook feeds like QBHQ, quite often people are always asking us, what is the best practice management software? So generally, when you start getting bigger, having more clients, organization of clients outside of just using your Outlook calendar is very important to your business. And as Brooke mentioned earlier, integration is important. Before I actually get into the demo, though, I want to put down some things that are going to make this program within QBOA more successful. So I hope that everybody here has actually access to QuickBooks Online Accountants Edition. If not, at the end of the presentation, I have a link that you can click on and sign up for your free account. But this is what it looks like. And so the view that you're going to see, as Brooke mentioned, is not built into the program as of yet, but I have a demo that's going to show up here. The key thing, though, to think about to make this effective is having yourself on QuickBooks Online Accountants Edition. So if you have not taken advantage of, there is a free QuickBooks Online company file. It's a QuickBooks Online Plus file for every person that signs up for a QuickBooks Online Accountant, so you can manage your own books. And basically how you access that is through this column right here. It says your books, and you can click on Home, and you'd be inside your account. The reason why I want to highlight this is because when you go back into the Accountant tab, there's two different types of people that you manage. There are going to be those people that actually have a QuickBooks Online account, so either Easy Start, Essentials, or Plus, and there's going to be those individuals that actually do not have an account that you manage. So for example, if you do personal taxes, you might want to manage the tasks that are assigned to that individual to do their personal taxes. And I just want to show you quickly, if you have your own QuickBooks Online file and you're using it, you can manage those clients as well. So all you need to do to manage a client is click on Customers, and then what you can do is go to New Customer, and we can pick on Joe Blow Snow Removal, which could be well used out here in Edmonton today, and hit Save. And that's how you create a customer in your list. If I go back to my QBOA accountant dashboard there, and if I type in Joe Blow Snow Removal, you'll see that I have access to that account. So let's move on to the presentation, and this will make a little more sense. So basically, what is the practice management software? The practice management is going to be an additional dashboard that allows you to primarily do two things. It allows you to create jobs, and within jobs is going to allow you to create tasks. And then it's also going to allow you to provide client requests to your customers as well too. So for some people that have been around a little bit longer that use QBOA, there used to be a portion in the program where you could do you can request for client management. So it looks like they're going to be bringing that feature and functionality back where you can easily email to your customers. So let's just kind of go through the overview. So first things you notice when you hit the work button is you're going to come to this landing page, and you're going to see your work divvied up into 4 different sections. Due today, so obviously those are things that you want to directly focus on. It gives you an idea what's coming up in the next 4 weeks, 3 weeks, and the next 30 days as well too. And what you can do is you can organize this by showing all your clients, or if you want to, you can break into showing an individual client just by clicking on the little tab right here. There is also the ability in the program, which I'll show you in a bit, is to assign team members. So if you have multiple members on your team, and let's say this Vera Ken is on your team, you can show that all the files and work progress that Vera is working on. And then you can even break it down to either jobs that are being worked on and due, tasks that are currently being worked on, and then also the outstanding requests that you have out in the market there. And I'm just following along on my notes here, so I've covered off all those parts. So first things first, let's show you how to create a new job. So this is not like a job for job costs, and this is basically saying, hey, I'm going to do an activity for an individual. So let's go and click Create Job. One of the primary activities that you may do for one of your clients is weekly bookkeeping. So what I might want to do is just type in weekly bookkeeping, because that is part of the package that you sold them on your value pricing program. You pick your individual client that you have in here, so the daily planet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that my weekly bookkeeping from now is going to be due weeks from today's date on the 24th, and my team member, I'm going to assign that to Vera, and it's going to be set up as a to-do status. And details, make sure you get bank statements from Bev. And hit save. And there you go, I've created the individual job that is due weeks out from now. Send March bank statements. And sorry, one sec here. Create job. All items. And here you'll see in my drop down for weekly books. And then what you can do further to that there, maybe there's a few different tasks within this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some tasks in that individual job. So I guess more appropriately, I should have probably said bank statements, get, and maybe I want those a few days ahead of time there. And I also want to add into that task there, maybe I want to do my, well, I wouldn't do my mid-month bank reconciliation there, but let's say I want to reclassify accounts. And I also want to enter invoices. And you can see that they all basically populate within the program there. And so it's pretty simplistic, but it's great in the fact that it keeps you organized and your team organized. The next thing that I want to show you is basically creating a client request and how that works. So what I do is I say, okay, I need to get some bank statements from my client, or I need to get some tax documents from my client at the end of the year. So let's go with tax there. Request name, so we're going to say personal tax slips. let's select the client that I'm working with. So let's say the Daily Planet, and set as a status to do, and the due date that I want them by. It's probably coming up pretty quickly here. Let's say by the 25th. And I publish the client. And what you'll do is you'll see that it actually is going to send an email from the company or the individual's name. So from my company to the individual at the Daily Planet, personal tax slips. Please drop by with all your tax slips. And publish and send an email. They'll get an email that has basically a little click on that they can do that, and then the idea is that they can either drop them by your office, or if they bring back the portal in the future, that they can basically upload into the program. Now, that's basically the two different things that you can do within the program currently. One is creating a job with multiple tasks. One is creating a client request. I just want to flip back to the create job function for a second there. You'll notice here that there's this little section here of 2 of 5. So for example, I created 3 tasks for this particular job. You can see in here that if I click on and if I say that this is complete, so the bank statements that were received, you can see that it also indicates and tracks 1 of 3 tasks done. If I set up and go into each one of these there and flip them over to complete, hit save. Now that job will be complete. And then what I can do is turn the job to complete, and boom, there we're done. And that is pretty much the demo of this program. There is also going to be the ability, as Brooke mentioned earlier, to also see this on your smartphone as well too. So you'll be able to click on this tab when you log in through your phone app on QBOA and see the different jobs that you're working on. So while you're on the fly, you can create the jobs and the task list and the client requests while you're out and about, and track and manage those and see how your team is doing as well too, which is great. There has already been some input as this is going to be a future product. We don't have exact dates there, but it's going to be coming relatively soon. A couple things that we've already given feedback on that we've seen from this demo is the ability to do reoccurring jobs. So obviously if you're going to be doing weekly bookkeeping for somebody, you don't want to have to enter in every single week of bookkeeping jobs. So you probably want to set that up on a schedule, and that will make this tool very, very powerful. And if there's any questions, on your right-hand side, there is a chat button that you can see in there, and you can type messages and questions in there, and myself and Brooke would be more than happy to answer them. Just to sum up, if I do this right, get it on the right screen. And I'll let Brooke do the summary there.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everyone who is sending over some questions. We'll definitely touch on those in just a minute. I want to just walk through the key takeaways of the practice management tool that we'll be rolling out soon. So just keep in mind, this is really based around making sure that nothing falls through the cracks. So we want you to have all your bases covered, to be able to organize your work in one place and have your clients all in one place too. So it's a bit of a client management system there as well. You'll be able to communicate with them and also keep track with calendars and all that type of stuff. So the efficiency is definitely built in, taking you just seconds to edit existing jobs, create new jobs, assign new jobs and tasks. And it's got a really nice hierarchy built into it so that you can kind of have all the tasks layered under the appropriate jobs fully integrated with your QuickBooks Online accountant, which hopefully you all are very familiar with. If not, we'll be contacting you to make sure you're up and running with that. And again, this is a free feature along with your free QuickBooks Online accountant version. So definitely something to test out and see if it's beneficial once we roll that out in the upcoming months. So fantastic that the mobile piece is integrated with that as well, which you'll see with a lot of solutions going forward. It's really, really handy for those of you who are on the go or possibly working remotely, that type of thing. So those are the key takeaways for our product today. We hope that that was beneficial. We did include a link here on our last slide to create a QuickBooks Online accountant version if you haven't already done so. So this is a fantastic way to get started on QuickBooks Online. And as your account manager and your business development manager, we're happy to help you be very successful with this. So we'll be taking it upon ourselves to reach out to you, make sure you're using all the resources at your fingertips, and we really just want to see you guys grow and be successful with these brand new features. So thank you so much for your feedback that probably got this feature in the first place. And we really look forward to continuing that discussion with you guys and making this product even better every time we release something new. So did we see any good questions that we need to address there, Jeremy? There's quite a few here, so what we can do is just kind of get through these. If you'd like to stay on the line and learn a thing or two, we can definitely go through some of those out loud. I think a lot of the questions are based around the recurring functionality, so we will get some information on that as a piece of feedback on this demo, and we'll get back to you guys and let you know exactly what the functionality will look like there. Let's see, what else can we address here? So an interesting question about Facebook. We do want to make sure that everyone's aware of our Facebook communities. We've got two really fantastic groups that are really established right now. One of them is called QBO and Quinte, Quinte, and the other one is called QBHQ. And you know, you'd never really think of Facebook as a platform for professionals to collaborate together, but these are by far the best communities to join when you're looking for, you know, how others have been successful in the space, questions about features. These are all professionals that are, you know, in the trenches day in and day out, and they're experiencing exactly what you're going through. So the feedback you can get there and the advice and the quick answers to the questions, it's really a beneficial group to be a part of there. So I do highly recommend joining those groups.
And just to make everybody's lives easy there, it's Facebook QB-HQ and QBO in Quinte, Quinte. If you want to check those groups out, they are definitely the fastest growing groups here in Canada. As you can see, the QBHQ has 1,259 members.
Time was spent on the task. I don't think that's specifically in the demo right now, but an excellent piece of feedback that we will definitely pass along. The one part that you can track is the progress on the task. So depending on, the progress on the job, because depending on how many tasks you've added to that job, it will show you that it's, you know, 2/3 of the way completed, or 3 out of 5 tasks done. So you have that progress bar. Yes, I see people are enjoying the mobile option. That's fantastic. And a couple other general questions about QBO. So we'll definitely reach out to you on those individually and make sure you get the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah, at the current state there, if you're going to use QuickBooks Online Accountant for tracking time on jobs, because these are jobs for your specific customers that you make billable. So if you're still charging hourly rates, or if you're just trying to track the amount of time there, the QuickBooks Online Plus edition you get with that has the timesheets functionality, which you could add to your client invoicing. It's the best solution, but it's not integrated at this stage there into the upcoming release.
Yes, thanks for all the nice comments too. We hope that you like the format of this webinar, short and sweet and to the point. So hopefully we'll be able to update everyone on a regular basis about these features coming out. Yes, so it's QBO in Quinte, not Quincy. Quinte. There we go. It's up on the screen. Awesome. Yep, templates is another great piece of feedback. So not having to repetitively type the same tasks again. We'll definitely pass that along.
If anybody is interested in playing around with this functionality, it is live on this site. So it's got limited functionality. Obviously, it's not integrated into your QuickBooks Online Accountants Edition there, but if you want to take that code right there and put that into your browser, you can click around and play with it and get a feel for it.
Yep, and another question coming in, you can definitely check off the tasks as you complete them, so it will show you your progress on each job. Yeah, so someone looking for one-on-one training for QBO, that's exactly what myself and Jeremy are here to help you with. So we'll get in touch and send you some resources on that for sure. Yes, excellent feedback there. A comment about adding a process or procedure template document so that new staff members can be reminded of how things should be completed. That's an interesting piece of feedback. I can definitely see that coming down the line once the first iteration has been out. And again, we don't have an estimated release date for this feature yet. We will keep you posted once we hear from the product team. I think they're going to take this feedback and make sure that this product is ready for release. So we'll be sure to give you a date as soon as we have it.
One thing that I would like to add to that there is that when this product does become available in the QuickBooks Online Accounts Edition, and anytime they're using QuickBooks Online, under the company gear, there's this tab here, feedback. This is where the company looks and listens to things. So if you have some suggestions or things you like to see in that program, obviously after it's come out, make note of it in the feedback portion. The more people that say the same thing, generally the more likely that is going to happen.
Okay, well, it looks like we're slowing down with the questions a little bit. It's a pretty self-explanatory feature, but this feedback and all of your questions has been very appreciated. So we will get this back to our product team and stay in touch with everyone here on the webinar. We'll send out a recording in case you want to show off the feature. And I see we have someone who just joined as well, so not to worry, we'll send you the recording for this webinar. So thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful Easter Monday, and we will be in touch with you if you had questions, and we look forward to helping you scale your practices with QuickBooks Online. Thanks so much.